morning. You can see all the things on the side. I'll just move those. I just thought I'd come and arrive and say hello, good morning, good morning. Let me move these out of the way. Move them out of my studio. There. They've moved out of my studio. There. So, how are we all? All okay? All raring to go this morning? It's a bit wet and cold outside, I think, isn't it? Which is a good job. We can exercise in our own home. So, here we are. And yes, I've had my hair cut. So, yes, I mean, look back at these YouTube videos. When we started back in March, my hair was really long. It's getting shorter and shorter and shorter this year. Who knows when you tune in next year how short my hair will be. Anyway, right, enough of that. So, have you got a water handy? Have you got a nice clear space? You can exercise in a chair, you can exercise holding on to the back of the chair, or you can be like me and be not holding on to a chair. Oh dear. So, okay, I think we should get going if that's okay with you. I reckon it's about 15 seconds to 10 o'clock. So, let's make a start. So, come on and join me for our 30 minutes of exercise this morning. All right? So, we're going to do our usual thing. We're going to start with mobility of all the joints. And then we're going to work up a tiny bit of a sweat. So, just getting ourselves breathing more heavily than usual. And then we'll move into doing some strength stuff, a little bit of balance, and then a nice stretch at the end, okay? So it's just 30 minutes. We tick everything off, all right? So this is not about sort of galloping off, all right? This is not sort of mega intensive stuff. The idea is just to get us moving, get all the joints moving, and just tick all the boxes of what we are meant to do, as in some flexibility, some strength, some balance and coordination, and a little bit of making our heart breathe more heavily than usual. All right, that's it. That's the drill. So are you still marching? All right, because whilst we're doing this, we're just raising the pulse just a little bit. Good stuff. And remember, you can be doing this in the chair, and that's absolutely fine. Remember, this is your workout, your 30 minutes. All right, and I'm just here as a guide. That's all. All right, let's work on these joints then. So hold your feet still, take them wide, and we're going to start on our hips this morning. So I want you to put your hands on your hips, and I want you to move them side to side. So just a small movement, because as you move them side to side, you might find you start getting a little bit of stretch through those inner thighs. So just be a bit careful as you go side to side. That's it, so that sort of tick-tock movement. Good. All right, lovely. Now, come on back here into the middle. Stand beautifully tall. Try and lift up. Try and bring those shoulders back and down. Chin level with the floor and start to circle them around. So you're going forward side, back and side. And then go a little bit bigger. That's it. Those knees stay slightly soft. That's it. So allow that movement to come nice and freely into those hips. Very nice. Let's come on round back here into the middle. And let's go again round the other way. So circle around the other way. So start small. That's it. Good. Try and pull in through that pelvic floor. Try and lift up through the chest still. That's it. You've got that gap between your chin and your chest. That's it. And you're just moving them around. Yes. Very nice. Lovely. Come on round and back here into the middle. Stand up beautifully tall again. So lift up out of those hips. Lift the chest. Bring the shoulders back and down. Draw your arms down by your side, point your fingers down, and then lean side to side. So again with this one, just start with small movements, just because you're just starting to get yourselves that bit warmer. That's it. And then gradually, you can make that movement a bit bigger. You're drawing down the side of the leg, down the side of the leg. Very nice. You're just working through that side bend. Good, and you can be going at my speed, or you can be going slower. Doesn't matter, just as long as you are bending sideways. All right, now let's have a twist. All right, so come on back here into the middle. Take the lock off your knees. Take an arm in front and an arm behind. Now take this really, really softly and slowly, just to start with. And then when you feel like your spine, has got a little bit more movement, a little bit more warmth in it, you can make that movement a little bit bigger. All right, and you'll find that you maybe naturally shift your weight from side to side there. That's good. Yeah, excellent. Let's do another one, a twist, just with you a bit more on the spot, all right? So just stop there. Let's take hold of your elbows and pull the shoulders down. Now, keep those hips facing forwards and twist side to side. So what I want you to think about with this movement is your rib cage moving. All right, so I know my hips are probably moving as well. It's a natural thing, but just try and sort of keep them still, your hips, and try and get that rib cage to move. Do you see what I mean? So you're just trying, that's it, get your rib cage to move. You can look over the shoulders so you get your spine, that's it, all of your spine and your neck moving. Let's relax those arms. Let's give your shoulders a shrug now, up and down, up and down. That's it, good, yes, up and down, lovely. Let's get those shoulders warm. Great stuff. Now let's roll your shoulders backwards. Take them forwards first. Take them up, take them back and down. Go again. Forwards up, back and down. Wonderful. Now I'm exaggerating the movement. You can too. Just to lift the chest up and really round through those shoulders. Wonderful. Excellent. Let's stop there. Let's bring those feet in and march and swing your arms. Great. Lift up that chest for me. Push those elbows backwards. And gradually start to concentrate on the march and get it going a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it doesn't need to be huge. You don't need to go off on a gallop. That's it. It's just try ever so gradually to make the movement a little bit bigger. So you gradually increase that heart rate. That's it. Good. Nice and gradually. Do what you can. Do exactly what you can. Let's do a couple of knee raises now. So slow it down. It is handy to hold on to something here, all right, because I want you to lift the knee and lift the knee, all right, because you've got to have a bit of balance, haven't you? So as it's sort of early in the morning and early on in the workout, please feel free to hold on. Yeah, good. See, and with this one, see if you can keep the back straight. It's quite tough, isn't it, on those hip flexors to lift the knee up like that. Yeah, that's good. Now just popping my hands on the hips, just to think about how I'm keeping that spine straight, working through the hip flexor and the knee. Lovely. Let's bring the heels up to the bottom now. Okay, you ready, steady? Hold on again if you need to. Heel up towards your bottom. And you can, if you like, put your hands behind you so you can aim that heel up towards your bottom like that. Yeah, good, great. You might find you've got a slight forward lean, don't worry about it. I'm just really thinking about moving through the knee joint. Yes, good. All right, wonderful. Last one then for your mobility. Stop there. Again, feel free to hold something. We're going to do a heel and a toe. All right, good. So we do these movements, these mobility movements every week. That's it. You can move through your arms as well if you like. We're just working through all the joints, getting them moving. Lovely stuff. One more time, and then you can stop there and let's change sides. Ready? So it's heel and toe again, and the arms are optional, right? Because you might be holding on to something, and that's fine. You might be just concentrating on what you're doing on your ankle. That's fine too, all right? It's heel and toe, heel and toe. Feel free to hold on. Are you okay? Remember, this is your workout. Well done. Come with me now and march. Off you go. Excellent. All right. Very good. So we are standing tall, and we're just starting to increase that range of movement. So a final kind of pulse raise. And then I want you to maintain that pulse. All right, so maintain that feeling of breathing more heavily than usual. That's good, but not so hard that you wouldn't be able to hold a conversation. All right, so that's the idea. Right, I want you to tap out to the side. You ready, steady? Here we go. So you tap out. Now this is exactly the same in the chair. They're nice, simple movements, these ones. Or they don't need to be complicated. We've just got to get the legs going. You just got to tick it off and do it. Good. All right. Let's put your hands on your hips and think about that nice, tall back. Good. Let's think about pulling in through those abs, pulling in through the tummy. Yes, excellent. And you can go at this speed. You can have a slower speed. That doesn't matter. All right. The point is that you are doing it, that we are doing it. That is the point. All right. It doesn't need to be like this. It just needs to be movement. Let's tap the toes behind you. Ready, steady, here we go. Tap behind and tap behind and tap behind and tap behind. Now don't worry if you've got a slight forward lean. I'm not too worried about that. You can hold on to something. That's good. Now I think I'm quite bouncy, all right? So you don't have to be bouncy. It's that sort of aerobics instructor coming out, I'm afraid. Let's bounce to the rhythm. All right, so you don't have to do that. Do you see what you like? You know, I'm kind of, but it's up to you. All right, so feel free. It's your workout. Remember that, it's your workout. Tap to the side again. Ready? Here we go. Tap to the side, tap to the side. Now, arms. I'd like to swing them out to the side. That's new. I'm not going to do the same thing every week. You know that. The warm-up might be the same, and the stretches at the end might be the same, but the bits in the middle aren't going to be. Otherwise, you just watch the same thing every week. So it's going to be slightly different. All right, so we're going out to the side. Lovely. Now, keep those arms the same and see if you can twist the hips a bit. Yes. Could you see? Yes. Lovely. So you just move. Think about where that hip joint is going. To the side. To the side. So it's just slightly different. Slightly different. Good. Yes. Excellent. And remember, you can make this sort of a bit more bouncy if you want to. Or you can just keep it nice and low. It's up to you. It's your workout. Great. Relax those arms. Tap the toes behind you. So tap behind you. That's it. Tap behind, tap behind. Okay, good. Now stand tall. Now arms this time, I want you to push them backwards. 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 Can you see me? Backwards. So I want you to think about how you're working through those triceps. That's it, in the back of the arm. Now, how's your breathing going? Are you breathing? That's it, nice and controlled, not gasping. So if it's feeling too much, bring it down. Bring it slower. It's up to you. All right, so the beauty of these workouts is that you can do it just as you want to do it. The point is that you're doing it for 30 minutes. Yeah, and that's great. That's great. What more can we ask for? You do 30 minutes of activity. More than once a week is brilliant, but you know what? Once a week is just great. All right, let's march again. Let's march again. Let's march again. And do you know what? I should have also said, if you want to stop it after the warm-up, you know, that's great too. That's really, really good. So you do what suits you, all right? It's great. It's great. Good. All right, now, I want you to go back to those knee lifts like you did in the warm-up, okay? So feel free to hold on, or you might find that you feel a bit more balanced now, possibly. All right, so what I'd like you to do is opposite hand to opposite knee. Opposite hand to opposite knee. Keep that back nice and straight. That's good, that's good, that's good. All right, now, I want you to try same hand, same knee. Ready? Same hand, same knee. Yeah, good, good. All right, now then, bit bigger, bit bigger, bit bigger, bit bigger. If you can, see how those shoulders feel. How are you doing? Same hand, same knee? Right, nearly there. Try opposite hand, opposite knee. Ready? So you've got opposite hand, opposite knee. Bit bigger as well if you can. Just going over your head and down. Over your head and down. How are those hip flexors? Oh, let's do a couple more. Let's do one more. Now let's march again. Now ease off those hip flexors. Bring your heels up towards your bottom. Ready? So you've got heels up to your bottom. Heels up to your bottom. Feel free to hold on. That's it. Heels up to your bottom. Good. Right. Something to do with your arms. I want you to do an alternate bicep curl. Now remember, you don't have to do your arms. You can have your feet so they're hip width apart. You can be slower. All right. That is fine too. It really, really is. So just make sure that you are working at a pace that suits you. Well, my arms are going slightly different to my legs. I didn't mean to do that. I had to get into a bit more of a rhythm. Oh, I can just see myself doing it going, what are you doing? Now I'm going slightly shifting side to side. You don't have to do that. All right, good stuff. Good, great. All right, everybody, let's have a final march here. You ready, steady? Here we go, final march here. Good. Now then, this is our last bit for our just kind of Really working that heart and lungs, all right? So what we're going to do is keep the legs going. We're going to take the arms up above the head. Okay, so it is going to increase our heart rate. It's going to feel harder. Rest when you need to. We're going to do 4 up to the ceiling. Ready, steady, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Relax down. We're going to do that twice more. Ready, steady, arms to the shoulders, and 4, big reach, 3, 2, and 1. Relax down, relax down. Excellent stuff. One more time. Ready, and 4, 3, nice big reach, 2, and 1. Relax it down, relax it down. Lovely. Change the move. Step to the side. Ready? Step to the side and step to the side. Good. All right. Now, arms, I want you to push them forwards. Forwards. Now, don't worry about coordination. I don't care. I just want you to push one arm forward and one arm back. That's good. That's good. Now, your feet moving as well. You might find that one shoulder comes a bit further forward. That's fine. Now, I want you to ease out the arms and do a little swing, a little sort of bicep curl going out to the side. Good. Great. All right, keep the legs going. Bicep curls up and down. Now, try it with the bicep curls so you're slightly turned out on them. Can you see what I'm doing? So the elbows are actually sort of glued in at the waist. And they're sort of going slightly out to the side. So you've got to pull your shoulders back and pull your shoulder blades together. Slightly different, slightly different. Now try it. Now try it with a normal bicep curl, the way you would do it normally, which is just to the front. Did you feel the slight difference there? Slow it down a bit more. Slow it down a bit more. Slow it down a bit more. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we're going to move into some strength. Strength for these thighs. Strength for the bottom. All right. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, now then. This is our first one. Now, we haven't done this one before. It's a forward lunge plus. All right, so look at this. Look. Definitely hold on though, okay? Because what I want you to do, look, I want you to do your normal forward lunge, but I want you to lift your knee like that. And then on the way back, I want you to lift the knee again. Okay, and then put it down. So there's a few knee lifts going on today. So I hope these will give them a good stretch at the end. All right, so we're going to do 4. So, right, now, stand up tall. Hold on to something. You can put your hand on the hip or maybe out for another support. Okay, right. So it's lift the knee. How high can you lift it without bending? All right, so it's there. Now, get a good step out in front. Then you do your lunge as normal. You come on up. Now, as you come on up, I want you to lift that knee and bring it back. All right, so we've got 3 more. We'll sort of speed it up a little bit, okay? Not too much. So you've got there, step, bend, lift, come in. So it's a forward lunge plus. There, out, bend, lift. Now lift it up. Oh, that is harder, much harder. One more time. So there's a lot of strength and balance going on there. There, how are you doing? You're going at a speed that suits you, aren't you? Ready? You push. Whoa. Try it on the other side. Do one that's a practice, okay? So one that's practice. So move your support around. All right, so you lift up. You step it out. See how you're feeling. There's a lot going on in that back leg, isn't there? So down, lift, and you ready? This is your practice one. See how you're feeling, okay? Right, okay. So it's 4 more. Are you ready? Steady. And lift, step, down, lift, and come on back. Let's go again. 3 more. Ready? Step over. So basically, you're doing a forward lunge, and it's plus that bit of extra balance. 2 more. There is a lot happening there. There really is a lot. When you're going so slowly that you think about it, there's an awful lot happening. 1 more time. Do what you can, do what you can, do what you can. There's a lot going on in that back foot, isn't there? As well as everything else. The knees and the thighs. Well done, you're done. Give that a bit of a breather out. Okay, hamstrings, because I'd like you to just go the other way now and work these muscles here. So again, hold your support, and you can have a slight lean forwards. So you kind of stick your bum out a bit. Take one leg back. All right, we're just going to curl that heel up towards your bottom. You can bend that supporting knee slightly. Have this leg as sort of as comfortable as you can, because this is the working one. All right, this one is also working because it's holding you upright. Let's do 10. Ready? So you go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that in and stand up. Give those hips a breather there, because it is really hard on the standing leg as well, isn't it? Okay, other side. All right, so ease that supporting knee. Stick your bum out. Take that leg back. All right, so pull that tummy in just so that you support your back a bit. Okay, you ready? Steady. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep going, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful stuff. Come on up and ease through those hips again. Well done. Well done. Well done. All right, brilliant. Now, while we're here, let's give our calves a stretch. All right, so I'll come back to the stretches. This isn't the end. I just want you to come back to the stretch. So just press that heel down, and just again bend that supporting leg. Press your heel down into the floor, right? Just so that we've done the calf stretch, because we're in quite a good position to do it. You see. All right, and come back on here into the middle, and then the other side. Ready? So you're going to step back, press the heel down, and bend that supporting leg. All right, so really press it down, knee just over the line of that ankle there. All right, that's great. That is great. That is great. That's great. Okay, I want to do another strength one. Okay, so strength and balance combined. So let's come on in here. All right, give your legs a bit of a breather here. Okay, what I'd like you to do is stand tall, and we're going to do the numbers with one leg. All right, so just to remind you, all right, we're going to stand on one leg, and we're going to draw a number 1, and then a number 2, 3, 4, up to 5, okay? So it's strength and balance, and it's concentration. I want you to put the weight on one leg, hold something if you need to, and ready? Here we go. We can go at the same time if you want to. I'll count them. I know you know how to count up to 5. So 1 and 2, 3. How are you doing? Are you on number 4 already? And then finish off with number 5. However you want to draw your 5. How is that supporting leg? How's your brain doing? She's right on the other leg. All right, so get your support. Stand up tall. It's drawing the numbers 1 to 5. Okay, you ready? Steady. Off you go. So it's number 1, 2, 3. How are you doing? 4. And 5. Good. Well done. Ease that down and then just move again through those hips. Okay. Now, let's try and do something here for our inner thighs. So I want you to hold something, stand tall. Have a look at this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick one foot sort of out, a bit like I'm kicking a football with the side of the foot there. And I'm going to go across and back. All right, so the aim is to go across you like that. All right, so hold on to something however you need to. stand up tall. First of all, imagine that you've got to kick a football. So, all right, so you're leading with this side of the foot here. All right, so you've got a slight turnout. All right, and that already probably feels a bit odd. All right, so when you're ready, off you go. So it's 1, 2. So you want to go across you. 3, 4. We're going to aim for 10. 5, 6, 7. How are you doing? 8, 9, and 10, and stop there. Then move through your hips. You ready to go on the other side? How are we doing for time? We are doing very well for time. Stand up tall. So try it with the other leg. So remember, you're trying to kick that football, leading with the sort of ball of the foot, that bit, not the ball of the foot. I meant to say I was thinking the bunion bit of the foot. And I couldn't think of a better word, so it's come out the bunion bit, that bit. All right, you ready, steady? And across and back. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So this is inner thigh into the groin. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and stop there. Oh, right, and give yourself a hip wiggle. All right, last one. All right, now this is strength and balance combined again. It's going to be 10 squats. You can hold on to something if you like. All right, see how your knees feel today, or if you want to do it without support, you go for it as well. I'm going to do mine today just for a change without support, all right? And I'm going to do 10. Come with me. Ready, steady, and 1. All right, here we go. Here's number 2. Now, let's think about how you push your bum back and you keep the weight in the heels. All right, so I'm just counting on my fingers so that I don't forget how many I've done. Now, because what I want you to do is think about weight through the heels, and I want you to think about how you stand up tall. All right, so we're on to number 6 now. Weight back. Now extend all the way and push forwards through those hips. All right, so you've got down and you've got to stand up tall and really you can exaggerate, if you like, the movement of the hips at the start. So you really remind yourself that those hips finish in a nice straight line. All right, 2 more. You can count these last 2. So down and lift, squeeze your bum. Now 1 more. This is the last one. Down, squeeze your bum there, and have a breather. Good. Let's take those feet so they're wide. Let's take your arms out and up to the ceiling in a nice big stretch up and all the way down. Wonderful. Let's do 1 more. Let's come all the way up and all the way down. Wonderful. Let's put 1 hand on 1 hip. Let's take 1 arm up, straight up to the ceiling. Here. Now we're to lift up really tall out of those rib cages, and over you go to the side. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the middle and change sides. Ready? Lift, up, and over. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the middle and relax. Excellent. Put your hands on top of your bottom. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the chest up tall. That's it, that's it, that's it. Lovely, strong, flexible chest. And relax. Now we should do our triceps as well. So let's put 1 hand on the shoulder. Push the elbow up. Let that hand creep down in between your shoulder blades. Now, think about how you can lift up tall. All right, so try and draw those shoulders back and down. Elbow goes up to the ceiling, and you're really, really trying to get that arm down. You can pull if you want to like that, or is it a push? Up to you, okay? And relax. Now the other side, ready? So it's here, here. It creeps down in between those shoulder blades. That's it. Pull the tummy in, just so that you don't sort of arch your back trying to do it. All right, so chin is level with the floor. Up you come. Very nice, very nice, very nice. If you want to extend it a bit more, you can. Oh, well done, well done. And relax down. Good. And then give your shoulders a roll. Right. I want to move down now into these legs because these have worked really hard. So let's start with the hip flexor. Hold something for your support. Take one leg back. So it doesn't need to be too far. Can you see that my knees are really sort of soft and spongy? I want you to drive the hips underneath you like that. So your hip bones almost tilt backwards. Squeeze your bum cheeks together and stretch the front of that hip flexor. Because that's worked really hard. Every time you lifted the knee up, all right, oh, that hip flexor worked hard. Come on in, change sides. Right, so you've got spongy knees. You've got to be on the toes, really, and then tilt the hips underneath you. Now, you don't have to be on the toes. Stay there. If you can't, for whatever reason, bend the toes, all right, so they can get a bit stiff, you can have your heel down. All right, I don't know if you can see me all right there. I've got sort of, can you see the hips are back and then they're underneath? Okay, come on up. Hamstrings. Take one foot in front of you. All right, like this. So this time I've got slightly sort of, one leg is going to stay straight, okay? So the back leg, you've got to imagine that you're sitting down. So tilt yourself backwards and imagine that you've got to sit down on that chair. All right, and you stop bending once you feel the stretch. So you might find that you're up here and you can feel the stretch. Because we're all different in our stretches. All right, you might find that you go down a bit lower, but if you go down lower, think about pushing the hips up to the ceiling and keeping that back straight. And you can support yourself on that bent leg. All right, up you come. It was quite nice doing the stretches. What do you think? Should we just do stretches next week? Come on back. Because it does feel so good to, to do what I do. We've got to do everything, haven't we? How do we fit it all in half an hour? Well, you could come to one of our classes and then you could do it for an hour. All right. Or you could do it again. There's loads of content online, actually, isn't there, where you can choose to do stretching or yoga or Pilates or whatever it is. There's loads. I quite like the ones that are 10 minutes. Which reminds me, I should do a 10-minute workout. I'll look out for that. I will do one of those because I think that could be quite useful too. I want you to do a final stretch for our thighs. Now, this is hard, all right? So see if you can, bring your heel up towards you and just grab hold of your ankle or your trouser leg, something like that. Just to see if you can don't do that, stretch through the front of the thigh. Okay, now try the other leg. All right, so hold on to something. Heel comes up towards your bottom and you just sort of try and reach around and grab hold of something. Feel free to hold on. So it's just trying, if you can, to get that little bit of stretch and relaxed stretch. All right, so that's the important thing. You've got to try and relax into these stretches. Let the rest of your body relax as you just stretch that muscle there. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. You can relax. You can relax the legs. You can give your arms a nice big stretch out. And then you must give ourselves a round of applause. Well done, everybody. I hope that was okay for us all this morning. Thank you very much for coming and joining me. And I will see you soon. Cheerio, everybody. Bye. Oh, it's 10:32. It's more than 30 minutes.